Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, sushidragonmasters, and today I am going to do the book cake tag, and there's a cat here, so I'm hoping he doesn't get in the way of things too much. He just threw my arm in the air. So let's get into the questions. First question is Flower, a book that was a little bit slow to start off, but that really picked up as it went along. This, I picked Cinder by Marissa Meyer, and I picked this one because as I was reading it, I kind of found it really slow, and then by the time I got to the end, I was like, what just happened? Because if you've read this and you know how it ends, it's like, and the rest of the series is a little bit more fast-paced than this one, but this one is the first book of a series, so you have to have the whole beginnings and getting you into things, and sometimes that can be slow, but it was still a good book. Question 2, Butter, a book that had a really rich and great plot. And for this, I went with The Scorpio Races by Maggie Stiefvater. This book, for being young adult, it never stepped away from the plot to focus on the romance. Like, I feel like in everything YA, whenever there's a romance, they literally just are like, okay, let's forget about the whole plot for like the next 3 chapters and just focus on these 2 characters. But here it just kind of got woven in, so it stuck to the point. It never had like the break from the story to focus on romance time. Like the boy and the girl would hang out, but it was kind of important to the plot because they were doing things that had to do with the Scorpio races. They just happened to be doing them together. See, that is how you do romance within an action book. You make the boy and the girl do things that actually help the plot, but they just do them together, which is why this book is so good. But that's probably also why people don't like it. Question 3, Eggs, a book you thought was going to be bad, but actually turned out to be quite enjoyable. For this, I went with Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. And I actually didn't think I was going to like this book. I thought it was going to turn out to be like really overhyped and all that. But then I read it, and I read it really quickly, and I loved it, and I'm almost caught up on the series now. Really close to being caught up. So close. Question 4, Sugar, a sugary sweet book. And for this, I went with Anna and the French Kiss by Stephanie Perkins. Ignore the bookmark. I read this earlier in the year, and it is a really fast contemporary read, and it's really cute and all that, and I'm just currently slowly rereading it throughout the month, off and on, because sometimes kale is a bigger priority than France. And I feel like the sun went away as soon as I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to film because the sun's out. And the sun's like, nope, now I'm not. I'm gone. Okay, sun. Be that way, Apollo. I thought we were friends. I was going to buy your book. Now see if I do it. Question 5, Icing. A book that covered every single element that you enjoy about a book. And for this, I went with Percy Jackson, The Olympians. I just grabbed the whole box set because I didn't feel like pulling one of the books out. So we're just gonna say all of them because technically it is, because they are all lovely and wonderful. And I'm just going to sit here as I creepily pet them. Yeah. But they were all funny and cute and awesome, and there was so much action, and the last book just, oh my gosh, always something that has to do with Rick Riordan. What did I ever do to him? I'm gonna ask him that one day. One day I'm gonna meet him. I'm just gonna go to him and go, what did I ever do to you? Of course, he will probably be very, very confused. And then I'll just like walk away, like slowly back away, dramatically into the shadows. Question 6, Sprinkles. A book or series that you can turn to for a little pick-me-up when you're feeling down. Now this answer is going to be really weird, but The Story of Ferdinand by Monroe Leaf. I read it all the time. It's supposed to be for little kids, but I don't really care. I've read it a lot, like just this year. But it's never in my wrap-ups because I always forget that I read it. And I don't really count it as a book I read either, because I always read it in the middle of the night. Which is really weird. But I never said I was normal. Question 7, the cherry on top. Your favorite book this year so far. And for this, I went with A Walk to Remember by Nicholas Sparks. And I don't know how long this book will last as my favorite, but it's probably going to be a while because I love it so much. Like, if it was possible to give a book higher than a 5 out of 5, that would be the book I would do it to. But you can't have more than a whole. Unless you're Walk to Remember, then you get like 500 out of 5 because it's the best book ever. And it just got so much darker in here.